What's going on, squad? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, I'm joined by my beautiful clients inside of the 10K Mastermind. It's Podchats, baby. Weekly coaching call where my clients come up and ask me questions, and hopefully I give answers that don't suck. Before we get into it, I just want to pause for a second, and I just want to let you guys know, okay? I want everyone to write this in the fucking chat box. It's important. December is not a slow month. Write that down. December is not a slow month. I keep seeing people post on social media about how December is a slow month and we need to prepare for January. Fucking no, okay? That's such a shitty mindset. December is a slow month. It's just like saying like, people aren't like, nobody likes my post on social media and the algorithm hates me. We don't say that shit, okay? So nobody inside of the coaching program is allowed to say December is a slow month. That's just like saying I suck at sales. That's just like saying the algorithm hates me. That's just like saying blah, 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 blah. We just don't, I can't hear you, okay? If you say December is a slow month, here's what I'm going to do. I can't fucking understand what you're saying. I don't speak German, okay? So December is not a slow month. We need to kill that mindset. December is the month that we set ourselves up for a very successful January 1st. I also will let you guys know that the Black Friday Masterclass, no, Chris, no, you're not allowed. I also will let you guys know that on December 19th, I am going to be hosting a masterclass for clients only, where I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set yourself up for New Year's with massive success. So it's going to be December 19th. Who here on the coaching call is implementing the fucking Christmas sprint shit that we talked about in December? If you are, just say yes in the chat box. Who here is implementing all the stuff in the Christmas sprint, like the marketing stuff and, doing the stuff with the clients? Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to set you guys up for success for the end of January as well. So, okay. So December isn't a slow month. We don't fucking believe in that. That's all I got to say about that. Let's start the podcast. Hello, Chase Williams. Bonjour now. You're first.
Oh, I was thought you were just like saying hi to me. I was like, oh, hi. What's up?
Tell me some wins.
Some wins. So in November, I had the highest retention contracted with my current clients that I've ever retained. And so I got all of my current clients to upgrade into a 12-month program. Some were only 6 weeks into their current program and contracted about $32,000.
Wow, look at you. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, so good. So good. So it was really good. I guess for me, I just I guess kind of going into a little bit of support or conversations. I definitely feel that I have stepped into really owning like my own voice and speaking from my heart. And I just want to just acknowledge you and the program that you guys have really helped pull that out of me. I've always been in a space where like I just felt like not me or not trying, like I haven't been able to discover who that is, right? And it's like I know who I am when I'm in person with somebody. I'm like, hell yeah, like totally owning everything. But trying to translate all of that like hardcore chase vibes online has been a struggle for me for years. And I'm thankful that Alex just jumped onto a call with me a couple months back and was like, dude, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, this is not chase, like this is chase. And so he's helped me. And then just the constant like reminder from the coaches in the program of like how to kind of step in. They're like, you're not talking like that. And I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys. Going into a little bit of support. I had a lady yesterday, which call was absolutely fire. Sales call, dialed in, all the good things. I've had a couple of times in probably the last 3 months. It's only a few people that this has happened to. But I would like to talk through when they commit on the call, there's no objections, like full on dialed in type of a client that's going to be perfect for the program. And they sign up, they give me credit card, all the good things. And from there, it's like within the next 24 hours, they're like, they want to back out. And so I want to kind of talk through like, is it from the sales call perspective? Am I missing something there? Or is it like, I don't know what it is. One lady I did end up saving. We just dropped down her tier of support and she's in my program, absolutely crushing it.
Mhm.
So I don't know which part it is or how to navigate like when they leave the call and I'm like, oh, perfect person. And then they're like, oh, by the way, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like, I want to make sure we're solving the right problem. In the last 3 months, how many clients have you signed up in total?
Probably,
if you don't know the exact number, give me like just a ballpark.
Probably 8 or 9.
8 or 9. So like 2 out of the last 9 that fucking had this happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hold on. So good. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say like, that's a good number to know. Like if you told me like 50 and like 1 out of 50 had happened, it's like, I don't really think it's an issue, but like 2 out of 9 to me is an indication of an issue. Okay. So I'm curious. So there's 2 things I want to ask you questions about. And I'll tell you what the problem is in my perspective. And then you can kind of like, we can kind of work through it together. So if somebody backs out within the first 24 hours, they're getting buyer's remorse. The reason they would be getting buyer's remorse, in my opinion, is either number 1, we didn't cement the sale on the call, or number two, we didn't clearly articulate what the next steps are in a way that's easy to understand. So let's talk about both of those things. First things
Okay.
first, it's cementing the sale on the call. After the sale is made, how long do you spend talking with the prospect about how they're feeling?
Pretty good while, because we talk about like the next steps. We talk about what we're going to do over the next probably 24 to 48 hours. Kind of, you know what I mean? And then I also go into things that they're excited about. So I don't have like an actual time. It kind of just goes off of like,
Okay. Do you address any sort of negative emotions that they might be feeling in the moment?
depends on the client and it depends on the person. Sometimes I sense an awkwardness, or like when they respond, they're delayed. And so I will bring that up if they kind of discuss, if they respond in a way, you know what I mean? I talk about
Yeah.
their demeanor if there is a demeanor.
Okay.
Sometimes they're just like,
Yep.
even like when because I take credit card over the phone. I know that's not always the case in PT Dom, but I'm like, hey, which credit card? We do the whole thing on the call.
Yeah, so do we.
Um, okay. And so some of that is like, I can tell if they hesitate in that process. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very good at judging where
Yeah.
people are pace
Okay.
wise.
So then it's not a cement the sale issue. Next thing we go into is steps after the call. What are the steps after somebody signs up?
Yeah. So when they sign up, forms or payments made on the call, next steps are they get my agreement, which they sign the agreement, and then I send them a link to set up a kickoff call link within the next 48 hours. So we do those two things pretty immediately.
Do you do the agreement on the call or is it after the call?
It's after the call. I send it over because I take what they agreed to. Like example, when we did Black Friday, I put those terms in there, all that kind of stuff. So I physically go in and update a contract agreement to send over, and I usually send it within by end of day.
So what I would do if I were you and I wanted to change your process is I would have a standardized agreement and I would get them to take care of it on the call. And I would
Okay.
walk them through the agreement together. Because my assumption is that they're getting the agreement after the call. And again, this is not advice for everybody. Chase is asking me a specific question, what she should do for her business. If you're getting people back out within the first 24 hours, there's something that's happening in the first 24 hours that's causing them to back out. I'm assuming that's one of those things. They read through the agreement and then like, I don't know if I can do this. So like,
Yeah.
I would walk through the agreement with them. It's kind of like when you sign up for a gym membership. When you sign up for a gym membership, they're like, okay, cool. So like, here's the agreement. I'm just going to walk you through it together. So like the first section is basically like, don't steal our gym equipment and, don't be a dick to other members. So just sign there. The next section is basically like, this is a 12-month agreement, for the agreed rate of $300 a month. Sign there. And then the next section is that there's no refunds under any circumstances and you have to do the work. Just sign there. Perfect. You have any questions about this? Okay, amazing. Boom, it's done.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like, let's do that
That's
on the call.
That's easy. But as I'm saying, like the specific lady I'm talking about, like just happened probably in the last 24 hours. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I've really only had this happen a few times, but I'm
Mhm.
interested to see based off of like having such a fire call. And then, as you said, the buyers are more, and even like her message, she sent an email, she sent a DM. It was like multiple layers of things that she was saying. And I couldn't even get her on like to a call to even
Yeah.
drop her down a
Yeah.
tier. You know what I mean?
It's like it's what's happening is it's the buyer's remorse, and the buyer's
Yes.
remorse likely was triggered by a specific incident. So what we need to do is remove all instances that could trigger buyer's remorse.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. And
Okay.
so getting the agreement taken care of on the call will remove an instance that could trigger buyer's remorse. Another thing
Okay.
we should do is we should book the kickoff call on the call. So you
Yes.
shouldn't wait until after the call. It's
Yeah.
like take care of the agreement. Like, okay, perfect. So now that we did all the boring stuff, now let's do the fun stuff. We're going to get you booked in for your kickoff call. We're going to run you through everything that's included
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
program and da, 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 da. So I've got some time on Tuesday where I can walk you through everything. So I've got 3 p.m., 4 p.m., or 6 p.m. What works best for you?
Okay. I've thought about doing that on the call too, but it's already at that point in order for me. Like, I really get these women in like hardcore emotional state because of the pricing of my program. And when I do that, like, I'm already at like that 45-minute mark and I'm like, ugh.
Doesn't matter.
So I
Doesn't
just have
matter.
to ask permission, like at that point, like, hey, next steps are, it's going to take about 10 minutes. Do you have that in your space right now?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
Just shorten it to 5. You don't have to make it 10. Just shorten it to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it in
Cool.
5. But like
Okay.
that extra 5 minutes will make sure that you don't have situations like this happen. So I think it's necessary.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. And then the lady that it was interesting, as a coach, I'm seeing all the things that she's saying, right? Like in the DMs. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so much I can unpack because it's like boom, 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 all these different things that she's saying. And, she asked for a refund and on all the stuff from this, again, this recent event. And I'm okay just being like, all right, like, cause she's giving me multiple excuses now. Like it's
Mhm.
not just the one thing anymore.
Mhm.
Like it's now layers of stuff. And I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I'll let her go. But I guess just I don't know, in a weird way, I'm kind of like, oh, like it felt like such a good alignment, you know?
You should send her a video that says that.
Okay.
Send her a video that says that. Be like, honestly, I was super thrown off by this because I thought we were going to crush it together. Just
Okay.
tell the truth. If you're going to give her a refund, then you may as well like tell her the truth.
Yeah. Like,
You know,
yeah.
tell her the
Okay.
truth. Like, tell her
Okay.
the truth before you give the refund, and just be like, dude, I'm honestly super shocked by this. And it's like, and be like, by the way, like, regardless of the decision you make, like, I am shocked because of da 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 reason, because da
Okay.
da 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 thing, because I know that da
Yeah.
da 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 that I can get you da 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 result. I also know that no matter what's going on in your life, you can always find a reason to like make this work, and you can also find a reason not to make this work. But I'm just like, I am a little bit like, I was a little bit like, thrown off when I got your message, because like when we were on the call, I was like, oh, this girl's gonna be my best client.
I know.
Say it,
And I
say
think
it,
that's where, from the heart, like, it's like,
say
oh
it,
my
say
gosh.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Totally
Okay.
can do that. Thank you.
You're
Appreciate you.
welcome. Have the best day of your life. Bye,
Y'all
Chase.
too. Ah!
Bye. Marilyn, what's up?
And how are you?
Amazing. How are you? Tell me some wins.
Some wins are, well, I was looking at my Stripe account and I have been able to double my income from last year. So that's
Oh,
exciting.
we love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So just, I have three quick questions for you. So number one is what I've noticed with some of my clients is that when they start to feel comfortable, like they're losing weight, they kind of like got it down, they start to veer off from the app and their communication goes down. And then what happens is usually they start to kind of slowly just like disengage. And I wanted to ask you, what are some things that I could be doing on my end so that doesn't happen? So what I've been doing is that I've been reaching out to them, like texting them, and but I don't want to be doing that because that's why I have an app, so that way that communication can be on there.
Yeah. So, two things. One, you guys do that to me too, by the way. So it's like, that's normal human behavior.
Okay.
Normal human behavior. When shit's on fire, you're like, oh, fuck, I need to go talk to Brian. But then when shit's like,
True.
doing decent, you're like, okay, I'm chill. Like, I don't really need to go to calls. And then shit gets on fire and you come back, you're like, oh, shit's on fucking fire. Please help. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's very
that's
true.
that's like a normal pattern of human behavior. So like one of the things that we do at PT Domination is like consistently encourage people to show up for coaching calls, Show exactly,
Mhm.
Corey. That's why we stay for when life gets on fire. Exactly. But like encourage people to consistently show up for coaching calls is like that's a message that you need to consistently put into your coaching. Another thing you can do is to prevent this from happening is to start talking about it in the onboarding. So in the onboarding, what I would
Mm.
say is like, so just letting you know, Marilyn, like you're going to lose weight in this program. You're going to start doing amazing. You're going to start crushing it. It's going to be awesome. And then you're going to have a tendency to want to stop, following the workouts in the app and stop coming to the coaching calls as much. Don't do that. Because when you do that, what will happen is that you will fall back into your old habits of how you used to do things. And like slowly but surely, the way that we do one thing is the way that we do everything. So at, Team Marilyn Molina, we just don't let ourselves slip on the small habits. So if I do catch you slipping, I'm going to message you and I'm going to call you out. Is that cool? Okay, perfect. So you can
Oh,
kind of just set that expectation from the beginning. Third
okay.
thing is like, yeah, it is a little bit of hand holding to like text your clients and message your clients and get them back on track. But if you want your retention to stay high, it's necessary. Even at the highest level, it's like we still do that. Like, my VIP clients, Chloe and Harry, when they have clients that are disengaged or not, engaging with the program, they will personally call them. So it's not just you, it's everybody at every level.
Okay. I guess like it's always like I always ask myself, is there something that I can be doing better? But that's good to hear. It makes me feel better. Okay, thank you for that. Number two is like just going into 2026, like setting goals for myself. And I set goals for this year and I'm very happy where things went, especially having, my third baby and I still want to continue to grow, but I feel like there's just so many things that I need to grow in and I need to do that it's like overwhelming in my head that it's like, oh my gosh, like where should I even start? So like for a person like myself, I wanted to just ask you like, what are some ways that I can be setting goals? Especially like knowing that like I feel like everything I can improve in, but where do I even start?
All of it. So like, that's a good question. Do you mind if I challenge you?
No, I love challenges. Go ahead.
Okay. Because you said for a person like myself. What do you mean? We're all people. We all have different scenarios going on.
You're right.
And like you have scenarios. Dana has scenarios. Jared has scenarios. Dion has scenarios. Kayla has scenarios. Gina Wells has scenarios. So all of us are people, and I believe that every single person on this coaching call has the potential to do literally anything that they want. And I know that because I have moms in the Millionaire Mastermind, Maryland, that have new babies, that have 3 kids, 5 kids, that are making, Brittany Blanco is a perfect example of this. Brittany Blanco's VIP client of mine. We work one-on-one together. She's doing $170,000 a month. She's got 3 kids. She also just went through like a massive personal trauma where she was going through like some family stuff. I'm not going to talk about it, but like that was Brittany stuff. But like
Yeah.
she going through all of that stuff, having 3 kids, she still was able to build her business to $170,000 a month. So like my invitation for you is to take the lid off of what you think is possible and let yourself dream big, because you just told me that you doubled your income from last year. So why can't you do that again? The answer is you can, over and over again. And the best part is that the game is infinite and it literally never ends. And there's clients in the mastermind right now that are doing $500,000 a month, so like it really is an infinite game. So my challenge for you is somebody like you deserves to achieve massive levels of success. And so somebody like you needs to set goals that does scare you, that does overwhelm you, because every level, even myself, Marilyn, every level that I climb to, I feel overwhelmed. Like even the level that I'm at right now, like I feel overwhelmed. PT Domination had a record breaking month. We brought on 250 clients. Immediately, I was like, holy fuck, I'm so overwhelmed. But it's like, that's just my brain freaking out. It's my brain being like, we don't know what this is like. This is a new level for us. We don't understand what this feels like. So my brain's just like, you just gotta like, feel those emotions and set bigger goals anyways. Cause like, why the fuck can't you do it? Other people are doing it. Why can't you do it?
You're right. You're
So
right.
it's not like you don't choose small goals, you choose big goals and you let them be overwhelming. And then you're just like, I'm doing this.
I love that. I really needed to hear that. I that's one thing that I've been telling myself. Like, why do I talk to myself like that? Like, I am capable of doing it. My number one goal is to get rid of that this year. So I'm gonna dream big.
Set
All
big
right.
goals that scare you, and then let's just go get them.
Got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Have the best day of your life.
You too.
Bye, Marilyn.
Bye.
What's your baby's name? I want to say bye to your baby too.
This is Bella. She's sleeping.
Bella. Bye, Bella.
Yeah. Bye.
Bella's my niece's name, so I won't forget that. Hello, Coach Dana. What's up?
It's going good. I loved your post about the private jet that you took your videographers on. I was hoping you would film something in there, and you did, and it was great.
I should have filmed more.
You really should have.
I'm pissed. We were they were vibing. They were having a good time. I didn't want to make them film content the whole time.
I thought it was funny. So my question is regards to kind of not so much a similar question as Chase, but I know that there's like a similar struggle is I've been really good about keeping the meat of my consultation calls, my sales calls to around 25 to 30 minutes, way better than it used to be. Every now and then some will go on a little bit longer, but I'm really trying to adhere to like a more like strict timeline. So that way, as I book more calls in the future, like I don't push things around too much. But when I get them to sign up, the whole them reading the agreement, them submitting the payment, going through the next steps, it'll take that 25, 30 minutes and push it to like 45. And I try to like speed up the process, but sometimes, some of them will read the agreement very thoroughly, which I appreciate. But I'm like wondering, do I need to cut the meat down? Like instead of 25, 30 minutes, do I need to bring that down lower?
Yeah, I think that like 45 minutes is like a standard time for like sales calls, like at a higher level. Like I think when you first get started, you can kind of get away with 30 minutes, but you're also not selling as big of a ticket as you are now. I think the bigger the ticket, the more that you kind of have to build trust on the call. So I think if your calls are taking, 45 minutes, like that's pretty standard. Like mine used to be 30-minute slots and now the lowest we go is 45, but like sometimes they'll go like 45 to 60. So 45 is a good number.
Okay, then that's good. Okay, I'm doing something right there. And then my other question is, in terms of, messaging leads and developing that relationship, going through the script and like relating to them. Sometimes I will have them, they will send like a message and I swear it'll take me 10 minutes to like read it and try to think like, how do I respond? What's the best way to respond? And I don't want to just relate by saying, oh, cool, I totally understand that. Or, oh, this person XYZ. Like sometimes I'm just like spending so much time trying to figure out what to say that I start stressing, like I have all these other people that I'm trying to get to,
So what I would say is when you are in DM conversations, what you're looking for is you're looking for like something to mirror back to them. So for me to like, if somebody sends me, a long ass like love letter novel, and I'm like, I ain't fucking, I'm not going to acknowledge all that. What I'll say is I'm like, hey, Dana, I just want to say I appreciate you so much for opening up to me. Thank you so much. It means the world that you like, that you're taking this seriously and that you genuinely care and that you want to transform. And then I'll pick out something that they said, and I love that you specifically said that you're like trying to do this for a reason. And we can definitely help with that. And then I'll move on to the next question. Okay. So like the first message will just be an acknowledgement of how much they shared. So like, thank you so much for sharing with me. I deeply appreciate you. The second message, I'll like grab something that they said that like mirrors back, so that shows them that I'm actually paying attention. I'm not just rolling through the conversation like a robot. And then the third question, I will advance the conversation towards a consultation.
Okay. I have a hard time picking out though, like what of the messages that they send is like the most important thing to mirror. Cause sometimes they will send me like so many points that I almost don't, a lot of times I don't want to like skip something because I feel like it's important to them too. Like some of them do share like their life story, which is pretty crazy, but it's like hard to pick out like what's like the most important piece to mirror back to them.
Like I would say like I would look for the most painful.
Okay.
Look for the most painful.
Okay.
So
All
I go
right.
through and be like, okay, that's probably the most painful. Let's pick that one.
Okay. And then you just kind of move from there. You don't kind of dig through anything else.
Because like the digging through anything else would happen on the sales call. Like you're not going to close them in the DMs, you know? So like the goal would be to advance the conversation to a point where you're able to get on a call and have this conversation.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Cause yeah, I almost feel like a dick if I'm missing anything and I don't want them to think that I wasn't listening to them. But then I try so hard to listen so much that I get overwhelmed. And then it almost becomes like an avoidance.
It's like a therapy session too. It's like you're not the therapist. You're trying to advance the conversation towards a call.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Brian.
Thanks for being my client, Dana. I hope you have the best day of your entire life. Bye-bye. Nerman, what's up? You knock anybody out this week or is that just last week?
That's just last week.
What's up, man? Wins, bro.
Some wins is I doubled my income in like 30 days.
Boom.
So yeah, I went from 7K, I believe it was in October to 14.2, and that is an all-time high for me. So yeah.
Boom. We love that.
Yeah, man. Every time I come on here, you tell me you drop a gem on me and it's like it moves the needle.
That's the goal. So I'm trying to help you make more money, brother. I love that.
Oh yeah, and I am like I've raised my prices a lot actually, so it's we're having a good time with that. So yeah, I deep dove into like you told me about Manus, and I went ahead and just got the pro plan, and I was like, let's go all in on this. And so I've been really dialing in on my new avatar, right? Like the wealthy martial artists, that we talked about.
Yep.
My content is converting, but it's not getting the views that I used to get, which is fine. But I like to get the best of both worlds, So with this new angle and with this new way of making content to speak to my avatar, like I guess my question is like how can I do both? You know what I mean?
Show you. So if I I'll give you a tangible example so you can see it, and then we'll talk about how to make this work. So if I go to my content right now, so I've got different styles of content. So there's like content that's designed specifically for personal trainers. So this one is designed specifically for personal trainers. And I'm talking about why you need to start a conversation with every single new follower, blah, 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 blah. And then I've also got content that's like broad and generic value. And the broad and generic value is, this one went fucking turbo viral, 233,000 likes. So this one is just more awareness based. And this one got 12.8 million views. But this one is speaking specifically to anybody that's like trying to post on social media. So to answer your question, it's like this one right here is 3 ads that will help you hit $100,000 a month as an online fitness coach. So this is speaking specifically to fitness coaches. Whereas if I doing like so this one right here is 10K per month business tools for online fitness coaches. But then this one right here is like generic value that's like for anybody that's posting on social media that needs to get verified. So the answer to your problem is that when you're posting value content, it's like 50% of the value content that you post is like highly targeted towards the avatar. And then 50% of the value that you post is more generic level value to like an overall blanket niche. So my overall blanket niche is people that are posting content and making sales. So like that type of content is the stuff that goes turbo viral. And then the content where I'm like, this is how you grow a personal training business to $10,000 a month does not go turbo viral, but that's the content that converts. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So
I've been hesitant about posting anything that's not, directly speaking to that avatar right now, because I'm like, I really want to dial in, but the views are,
But if you do that, so like I have a client that does that, Dan Lamb as an example. Dan Lamb takes that approach where like everything that he posts is specifically for the avatar that he's speaking with, every single piece of content. Oh, he looks like he started branching out. That's fucking funny. But not even, because this is speaking specifically to the avatar. Dan literally will not post anything on his page unless it is highly targeted towards his avatar. Corporate Asian guys, busy Asian guys, like all of it, right? And like the views, he doesn't get a lot of views because of that. Now, that being said, his content converts like a motherfucker, so it still converts, but the views aren't as high. That being said, he is starting to find ways to get it out there more. Both these meals coming in, and these are just Asian meals. So he's doing a good job at expanding his net. I can't really say that about Dan anymore. Wow, these are really high now. But all of his content is highly targeted towards the avatar. So yeah, if you're going to go the super, super niche where everything's highly related to the avatar that you're going after, typically speaking, the views will be lower. So it is to have some content on your page that is more broad because you do want the virality as well.
Yeah, okay. Because I wanted to ask you about that as well because I'm making a lot of well, not a lot, but the content that is like hitting big time for me is AI carousels.
Yeah,
And
a huge fan of AI carousels.
do you think that does it look childish, do you think, for my avatar if I
No,
post that shit?
no.
No?
It's like, dude, like
Okay.
you got to pay attention to what social media is fucking doing. I'm like, people are responding to things on social media, and I find that people are responding to things,
Yeah, because honestly, man, right now I'm like, why should I even do reels? Like my AI content is doing so good,
Yeah,
but
I think the reels are necessary for the parasocial relationship. So I want to caveat that. So like reels are necessary to build that like connection because then they see you, they know you, like you, trust you. But yeah, like I'm definitely like I lean into things that get exposure.
okay, so I think I'm just in my own head.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Yeah, that's all, I think.
Okay, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Peace out. What's up, Jared?
What's up, Ryan? How are you?
Amazing, brother. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm doing well. I'm at 5K this month, and
Oh.
there's a lot more days left in the month. So I'm probably
Mhm.
going to hit 6K. My question is, I'm looking for better systems for better like client engagement so they stick to the plan more and get better results. I was thinking like some of my clients, two people didn't want to renew. They told me they didn't want to renew this month. And I was thinking like, why is that? Because they still have more weight to lose. So I was thinking of redoing my on. They said they were busy. They can't keep up with all the tracking. And I was like, okay, maybe I can redo my onboarding a little bit so that we have things to fall back on. And another thing was maybe I can paint the vision clearer in my check-ins. When I do the check-ins, I usually just go over a win, what they're struggling with, and I give them homework. But
Mhm.
if I could talk about like their goals and like where they should expect to be in the next month or 2 months, that would make it clearer to them that we have more work to do.
Mhm. Yeah,
What are
I
your
think that's
thoughts?
a great idea. How many clients do you have right now?
15.
15. Okay. Do you have a community?
Yep.
Okay. Where's the community?
It's on Trainerize.
Okay. How active are people in the community?
Not very active.
Okay. So that would be the first place I'd look is getting the community more active and like having some sort of like weekly challenge to keep people engaged, And you can give away like a $100 gift card every week or a $50 gift card every week or something like that. Something that's like very low cost for you, but is like would be like high value for them. But we've got to get the community engaged. If the retention is low, the first thing I look at is the community engagement. If the retention is high, it has everything to do with the community engagement. So the first underlying issue that should definitely be solved is getting your clients to engage in the community. Do you host any sort of group coaching calls for your clients?
Yeah, on Saturdays at 6 p.m. But I'm doing that December challenge thing, and I offered to give away a Ninja Creamy, which I thought they would like, but it doesn't seem like they really care. All that they really care about is losing weight. That's all they'll ever say. They just want to lose weight and build muscle. And for my coaching calls, when I first started doing them, some people would show up, but now it's like the last week, no one showed up. And I'm still
Okay.
doing them, but what can I do that these people will actually like is,
Okay. Can I challenge you for a little bit?
of course,
How's your personal life going?
right now,
Yeah.
pretty okay. I mean, I spend most of my time working and going to jujitsu.
How's the jiu-jitsu coming along?
Jiu-jitsu is pretty good. I won a competition last week and I compete
Hey.
again in January. And
Mhm.
it's against someone from a school in another town. So it's like people are talking about it within like my community ish type thing.
Are you documenting it on social media?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Good amount. Yeah. And it's getting more views than my other posts too.
Good. Okay. So I think that if you're hosting coaching calls in your community, you've got challenges in your community, and your clients aren't engaging with your community, I think we need to give them a reason to stay engaged. And more specifically, what I mean is like they need to be inspired by you. Your clients need to feel inspiration from you. Like they need to feel inspired by your energy, by your presence, by your passion. And so for me, talking to you, it's like, let's level up the inspiration that we're giving to our clients. Let's give them a reason to want to come to us. Because I'm assuming the reason that you guys come to my coaching calls is that you feel lit up when you leave. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the reason I come to Brian Mark's coaching calls is by the time I leave, I'm like, okay, I feel like I have a game plan. I know what to do and I'm fired up. If you didn't have a game plan, didn't know what to do and you weren't fired up, you wouldn't come to the coaching calls. We need to inspire our clients. We need to give them a reason to want to follow us. And so my invitation for you is to be the light and be the inspiration for your clients. And so like your clients say that they want to lose weight, but there's obviously more that they deeply care about. We need to figure out what our clients want. Out of the 15 clients that you have, how many of them check in?
I'd say there's 5 clients that regularly are checking in.
What about the other 10?
Can I just look at my clients really quick?
Just give me like what are some of the things they say to you?
When they don't check in,
Yeah.
they say they'll just do it next week.
So like, and you just accept that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, if I would black out, if I like told you guys to post a fucking CTA on your story and to help you guys make more money, and you said, oh, I'll do that next week, I'd fucking lose my shit. I don't think I could contain myself. So like, there's 2 layers of this. Layer number 1 is like, write this down, hold them accountable to their goals. Hold them accountable to their goals and have high standards for them. But this comes back to having high standards for yourself. Having high standards for yourself means that you're not willing to accept low level behavior from yourself. And me and you had a private conversation about this. So like, but the standards that you have for yourself will automatically translate to your clients. Your clients will feel it. So like, if I told myself, I'll go to the gym tomorrow or I'll start tomorrow, like I wouldn't accept that for myself. And so when my clients say that to me, I'm like, no, not a chance. Give me your check-in. Like, even if you're like, even if you ate like crap this week, that's totally cool. But like, I need to see your check-in because I want to hold you accountable to the goals that you said. And you told me that you wanted to lose 20 pounds. So like this, I think this is less of a question of like, how do you keep your clients more engaged? Because like, dude, if you have 15 clients and only 5 of them check in, the theory that you just brought to the call, which is like, I just want to paint the vision, won't work, because the deeper layer is that we're not holding clients accountable. You guys need to hold your clients accountable. There's a reason that they paid you. And you don't do it in a way that's audacious or rude. Like, you're not like, get me your check-in, fucker, you know? But you're like, yo, you told me that you wanted to lose 15 pounds. My job is to help you do that. So you need to check in with me on a weekly basis so I can hold you accountable. Even if you fell off track and you didn't, you gained a bunch of weight, that's cool. I still need to know that so that I can help you make adjustments. So your first priority is to get all of your clients to check in. That should be priority number 1. I would say that that's the ideal goal. The realistic goal is that you get 80% of your clients to check in. How do you do that? Fucking call them. Call them.
I'd be texting them and reaching out to them.
Not texting, calling. Texting does not count. Calling. Pick up the phone and fucking dial. Everybody write that in the chat. Pick up the phone and dial. One of our clients, Marilyn, who was actually just on, came to me on a Podchats like 3 or 4 months ago saying that she had like 8 out of 20 ladies that were disengaged and she didn't know what to do. And I said, fucking call them. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Jared. How you doing? I just wanted to give you a shout because obviously I deeply care about you. And, we haven't checked in for the last 4 weeks. I just wanted to check in on you, see how everything's going. Just give me an update. How you feeling? How's the fitness journey? How's life? How's the business? That's amazing. I love that. So listen, when you signed up with me, you told me you wanted to lose 20 pounds and I deeply give a fuck about you and I really want you to lose the weight. So this week I'm going to send you a check-in and I want you to get back to me. Can you commit to doing that? Yes. Boom. Get them engaged. Quincy, in November, I hopped on a call with 4 of my struggling clients and 3 of them are kicking ass now. Pick up the phone and dial.
Okay.
Last thing, have high standards for yourself, for you.
I have been.
Good. Now, if you have been, then you should be able to authentically communicate those standards to your clients.
I think I'm very confident that, what's today, Wednesday? So their check-in forms are due tomorrow at 12. If anyone doesn't check in, I'm going to call them immediately and talk with that same level of conviction. Like, they want this. This is what you want. This is what we need to do. Let's do it and try to be a better coach.
You will be a better coach.
Hell yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
That's it. Thank
Okay,
you.
bro. Much love. Always good to see you.
Nice seeing you too.
Peace. Dion James, what's up, G?
Hello, how are we?
Best day of my life, brother. Tell me some wins.
That's what we like to hear. Pretty fucking sick win. The last 3 months, I've made over $9,000 pounds, like over £7,000, which this time last year, November, I made like £1,000. So that's good.
9x the income, not bad.
Yeah, pretty good. So like the most funkiest, going off that though, the most funkiest like question is the last 3 months, I've been like, everything has been working fantastically well. So everything that you guys told me to do, I did. So I feel like I've got so much free time, but I've been focusing a lot of time because I'm moving countries. So that's been a big focus. And I just feel, which is wild, flat. And I can't explain it. I feel like I'm not really doing anything different to what I was 3 months ago. And it's going really well. But when you just feel like, maybe you don't, like where you just feel flat, and not flat in a bad way. I feel great. This is the happiest I've ever been. If someone told me you were making $9,000, I would say, fuck you. No, it's not happening. But it is happening. And I feel great about that. But I'm like, do you know what I mean? I feel stuck in a rut a little bit. I'm like, I used to be so money driven. And the last 3 months I've been like, this is good. This is great. Like not pushing. and I've been hating it about myself. I don't like this person.
Everybody write this down. Goodness is the enemy of greatness. Goodness is the enemy of greatness. Goodness is the enemy of greatness, my friends. What does this mean? Goodness is the enemy of greatness. Tell me your hippie shit, B-Mar. All right, I'll tell you. When we first start out, it's like we have to fucking fight to survive, you know? Like I come from the same background that you come from, brother. Like I came from the trailer park. Like I was born and raised in the trailer park. None of my family has money. You know, my family was like out of shape. I'm the only person that's in shape in my family. And that's no hate or disrespect to my family. They just have different standards for how they operate. You know, I come from the same background that you came from. And so for me to get out of that background, like I would constantly, bro, get myself to a place where I no longer had to fight to survive. And then I'd be like, chilling, life's good. Right. But when you get like, because here's the thing, when you're in fight or flight, my definition of fight or flight is if I don't make money this month, I'm fucked. Can't pay the bills, can't pay my mortgage, can't do these things. It's easy to have motivation because you're an entrepreneur. So it's like do or die, you know? So I'm either going to do it or I'm going to die on the wayside. And the reason you're in this coaching call and the reason that you're in this program is because you have that fight or flight response. And the fight or flight response, you don't back down, you fight, which is why you're successful. But when you no longer have to rely on that response, you must find a different thing to get motivated by. So like now that you've hit this level, bro, it's like, of course you're not motivated anymore because you got yourself out of survival.
Yeah.
You're not in survival. Congratulations.
No, it's bang on. It is what it is. I like it. Money isn't.
Yeah. You're like not
it's
stressed about money.
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
especially where I'm from, fucking hell. Most people make 30K a year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's good, but like, is that all you want? Like, are you just comfortable just fucking making 9K a month for the rest of your life, knowing that there's people in this program that are making 15 to 20, knowing that there's people in the $1 Million Mastermind that are making 100, and you're telling me that you're comfortable with 9? And by the way, this is no disrespect or hate to anybody that's cool with 9K. If you're cool with 9K, you make 9K and you're happy. I love that for you. And I hope you fucking literally feel the best you've ever felt. And I hope that you have an amazing life. And I fucking love that you're happy with it. The reason I'm having this conversation with you, Dion, is because you told me, you're like, I'm not happy. I feel flat. The reason you feel flat is because you achieved every goal that you set, that you ever wanted to set. And now you haven't set any bigger goals.
100%.
And you're not motivated to set bigger goals because you don't have a deeper reason why. Like for me, the reason why at first was I just wanted to make enough money so I could take care of my grandma. I did that, bought her a house, bought her a car, sent her thousands of dollars a month. So that couldn't be my source of inspiration anymore. So I was like, okay, I want to make sure that my wife's taken care of. Did that, bought her 2 fucking cars, got her a Porsche, got her a G-Wagon, got her the house. That wasn't the motivation anymore. So I'm like, I need to find a deeper reason why, you know? So for me, the reason why now is like, I want to inspire people. I want to have these conversations with you. And I want you to realize that like, dude, you were playing fucking small. You know, you are playing small, and then like you need to find something to get inspired by. Find a goal that's worth chasing, that can get you motivated and get you excited and get you out of bed.
I agree, 100%. I doubt like my goal is to buy my dad a Porsche because I know this Porsche that he's always wanted, and like I don't think I'm that far away. But it's like, yeah, it's so weird. It's such. I think I'm.
Well, fuck you. Okay, no, I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not that far away. Bull fucking shit. Go buy the Porsche now then. Go buy the Porsche now. Fuck you talking about? Not that far away. That's why you're flat. You're fucking lying to yourself. Go buy the Porsche now if you're there.
I'm not there.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah,
you're like
100%.
giving yourself an excuse. No, you're not. You're not there. You need to tell yourself the fucking truth, brother. You can't lie to yourself. I'd love to buy a jet. I'm not there yet. But that's also like, I also tell myself that. I'm like, you a broke bitch. You can't buy a jet yet. You know? So like, you need to tell yourself the truth.
No,
if
I
that's
100%
something you
agree.
deeply want. Okay, I want to fucking. I'm not done. We're staying here for a second. I have a client. You guys should look this guy up on Instagram. His name is K Capitals, K-A-Y Capitals, K Capitals. He worked with me when he was doing $80,000 a month. Now he's doing $2.5 million a month. He just posted a picture with his new Lamborghini, his new Porsche, and his like $9 million house. K Capitals started with me making $100,000 a month, and he said the same bullshit to me. He's like, yeah, dude, like I want to be fucking rich enough where I'm able to like take care of my dad and my mom back where I'm from, back in India. And I was like, bull fucking shit. Otherwise you'd already do that. But it's like, he kept telling himself this fucking story of like how wealthy he was going to be, but he wasn't telling himself the truth that he wasn't even fucking close to that. Fast forward, long story short, it's been 12 months since we worked together. He went from $100,000 a month to $2.5 million a month. And I'm not saying that's going to happen for everybody, but what I'm saying is like, when you start telling yourself the truth, you're like, I'm not fucking there yet. And you actually want to buy your dad a car, bro, it's your responsibility to get rich enough to buy your dad a fucking car. If that's something that you want to do. And it's not any other reason other than the fact you want to do it. You're not there yet.
You're not fucking there yet. And I'm going to do it. I'm not
fucking
there.
Show me.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking show me.
Yeah, completely agree. I need to fucking suck it up and wise up and stop being a bitch.
I agree.
quick one then off that. I feel lost where I feel like I'm doing everything that I was meant to be doing, posting every day. Everything that I wasn't doing, I'm doing. Messaging, it's all going really well.
Yeah.
So I feel like, where do I go? Does that make sense?
More.
Just more. Just
More.
start posting
More.
twice a day. Would you
More.
say? Okay.
More.
Because the main thing I want to do is grow my following. Because it's
More. Everybody write this down. More and better.
more and better.
More and better. Write that down. More and better. Everybody's looking for different. That's not the fucking thing you need to be looking for. More and better. More and better. I'm going to show you guys something. All right. More and better. This is fucking Abram. Okay. Abram Anderson. Abram Anderson. So Abram, again, you don't need, I'm talking to I'm not going to say you have to do this, by the way. And I'm a psychopath, and Abram just followed my psychopathness. Abram posts 4 to 6 times a day, every day on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. He literally does everything I fucking tell him to do. He just does it more, and he does it consistently, and he does it better. Abram is currently generating $500,000 a month. When he first came into the program, he was doing $50,000 a month. He's not doing anything different than what I'm doing on social media. He just found out what I was doing, and he started posting fucking 6 times a day. Now, Dion, I'm not telling you that you need to post 6 times a day, but if you're posting once a day and you're making money and you're making $9,000 a month, why the fuck would you not post more? Why does it say Brian Mark raised my hand? Oh, that's so weird that I've raised my own fucking hand. I did not do that. That's fucking weird. Fuck you, Zoom. More and better.
Okay.
It's like you're running follower ads. You're getting fucking 50 followers a day. Get 150.
Yeah, that's what I really need to work on.
You're posting content. It's going well. Fucking post more. You're booking 4 sales calls a week and you're closing 3 of them. Fucking book more sales calls. Okay. More and better. It's not different. It's more and better.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I've got a challenge now. I think I needed that today.
Fucking show me, brother.
Okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make you proud.
That's fine. And not just me, bro. Not just me. Make your fucking papa proud.
Yeah, I was
get me a picture of that Porsche, you know? Give me a picture of that Porsche that you're going to buy your fucking papa on. Put that on the background of your phone.
Let's fucking go.
If you're serious about it, if you're serious about it, fucking show me, you know, and show yourself. Your fucking dad deserves a Porsche, so get it for him.
Hey, Jesus, that was weird. Thank you so much. Let's fucking go. We've got tears to my eyes. Let's go.
Got you, brother. Talk to you soon. Peace out, Dion. What's up, Kayla?
Hello. Honestly, I think that's what I needed. So
come on.
Wins for me. I am at about 7K this month, which is, I think, the highest I've ever started a month, which is awesome. I've had way better retention, which is good. Just being better and engaging with my clients and doing a Facebook group and stuff like that. I've been posting 2 times a day, which has been very difficult for me, but I'm like, you know what? What is it now? Day 9, I think. So we're almost to day 14. Like, I'm not giving up now. I literally went out for like a football game and I had to go to my car to make my video. So I was proud of myself.
Good. Love that for us.
I'm like, I'm not missing this day. So I guess my question is that I can't come up with a question because I don't know what I need to be doing right now. I feel like I'm just like all over the place. I think Alex did a presentation on Monday about non-negotiables and I wasn't able to make that. So I need to listen to that because right now I'm just like running my Christmas sprint. I got a client this week. I have 2 sales calls on Friday. Current clients, obviously. I don't know what I should be doing.
Yeah. So do you operate, like, how do you organize your time? What do you do for time management?
I think that's my problem.
Okay.
I need to use my Google Calendar better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll show you like a finished product of what mine looks like so that you can kind of see it. Because everything, by the way, I think everybody should do this. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And then a very long time. And then I saw, if you've been my client for a long time, you've probably heard me talk about this. I saw Layla Harmozy literally do a reel about this. And I was like, oh, that's fucking hilarious. I've been doing this for a long time. And that's funny that we think the same. She did a reel about how she schedules out her week. And I don't know if I'll be able to find it right away. And if I can't, then I'm just going to fucking decisions. Yeah, I don't know where it is. That's beside the point. So what she does is on Sunday, she schedules out her entire week. And she calls it making decisions at the start of the week so that she doesn't have to make them throughout the week. So my decisions have already been made for me for the week because I know exactly when I'm spending time and what I'm spending time on. So for you guys, it's like make decisions before the week starts so that you don't have to make decisions during the week. Just so plan out your week, plan out when you're doing your content, when you're doing your workouts, when you're doing your client, when you're getting back to your clients, when you're doing DMs, et cetera. And then I color coordinate everything. So I know, when I'm training my team, when I'm posting content, when I'm doing self-care, when I'm coaching my clients, so I can kind of organize and make sure that everything's kind of balanced out. But yes, I would say the solution is time management. So what I would like to see from you is I'd like to see you watching the Monday replay. And once you have the non-negotiables, just get them organized in your calendar. You're going to feel a million times lighter and a million times better, because running a business of your size, Kayla, it's like really hard to do everything that you need to do without getting overwhelmed if you don't have like a process or a system for it. I will also say, because I feel like you are the type of person that will be hitting $20, $30, $50,000 a month, that it will be impossible to run your business without time management, because when you start bringing on team, like you're going to have to teach them how to manage their time. So this is a good practice for when you scale your business, because I know you will.
Yeah, because I have noticed myself, I'll be like, I'm getting up at 6 a.m. because I have so much to do. And then I just am like, well, actually, I don't have that much to do because I just don't have a schedule. So I just sleep in a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, that sounds good.
Have you completed the course?
No.
You got fucking lots to do. What are we talking about?
My problem too. I'm like, wait,
I know.
I'm very scatterbrained. So
I
literally
know.
today, I watched a random video on the course. I'm like, I actually have something else I need to be doing. And
Yeah.
also when my clients have like automations, like, okay, it's your halfway point, schedule a call with me. I guess I just need to leave like certain space open each day for them to schedule those calls.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And like you could have like certain time in the day that you take calls, like take sales calls.
Okay.
Like from this time to this time can be like your sales call time. But like you can, like, you'll be surprised how effective you can be by organizing your time. Like you'll be able to get everything done in a lot shorter of a period of time than you think, once it's organized and it's like planned out properly.
Yeah. And then I have actual focus sessions. Okay. And then if I have to book a sales call or override something, I can manually do that, obviously. Okay.
100%.
Sounds good. I think that's what I need.
Okay. Thanks, Kayla. Appreciate
Thank you.
Bye-bye. What's up, Carter? How you doing, big dog?
I'm rocking, brother. How are you?
Good. Tell me some wins.
Good. Well, we hit 100 posts.
Hey, there we go. I love that.
That was wild, man. So so we're moving in January. We hit that 100 posts. I know we have like 2 posts a day thing going on. 1 month a little late because we would have crushed that. And just trying to figure out exactly what the next steps are for us. And then also as far as content specifically. And then second thing is that we're going to increase prices come January. Is that something that we post in content, in stories? Should we post anything about it at all, or just speak directly to the client when we talk to them?
Yeah, I definitely think you should post on your social media. I definitely think that just like starting to post, like, and you can post a countdown timer, Carter, like rates are increasing January 1st, like with all your CTAs, like DM me X to lock in or vote here to lock in, I think is a really good thing to do. I think it's a good CTA to put on your reels as well. Like at the bottom of the caption, like rates are increasing as of January 1st. If you want to lock in, then like send me a DM that says blah, blah, blah. So I definitely think it's a good idea. I want to take a look in terms of like the content and see what kind of direction we want to lean into. So this is crazy engagement for your following. So what's this?
I think we had been seeing that go around and doing pretty well. So
yeah, that's good. I like that.
What did you drop down there? There's no content.
I want to find the value content.
Guys, Tiger Woods golf coach is not a better golfer than Tiger Woods. The best athletes in the world have coaches, not because they don't know what they're doing, because they want the accountability, a second set of eyes, and they want to win. Businessmen pay Tony Robbins $1 million a year, not because they have problems making money, but because they want to make more. Getting a coach isn't weak. It's what high performance men do because they understand what it takes to get to the next level. Even the best of the best need eyes in the blind spots. I train professional athletes. I train Marines, men who understand how important it is that somebody have your back. They don't lead with ego. They're not worried about doing it by themselves. They just want to get the job done. Guys, if you want to get to the next level in your fitness journey, you need to hire a coach that cares about you, that cares about your results, that'll have your back every step of the way. DMB coach, let's go get it.
Did you boost this?
No.
That's great. I think this video would perform even better if it was like delivered like one line at a time. And then, like as an example, this line.
Guys, Tiger Woods golf coach is not a better golfer than Tiger Woods.
It's like now you're in a different scene for the second line. So like I like the message. I feel like if you're in a different scene for the second line, I think this style of video performs better. I want to find some of the highly engaged value content. Where's that? What's this?
All right, man. Here at BP8, I'm about to go to the other side and do one of these classes. If you don't hear from me, send help.
Okay, let's see. I want to go to the value-based content. I want to see what we can lean into with the value-based content. So like the average view volume on your page, Carter, is like 1 to 2,000. So anything that we get over 1 to 2,000 is something that we need to lean into. So here's.
Sorry.
So go ahead.
Sorry, man. I was just going to say, yeah, well, we kind of I talked about that with, I think, Alex last time, or I can't remember who it was, but we got to like, I posted one when we got back to London, here, my home city, and it got like 10,000. And there was one recently, I think, that did like 6 or 7,000 fairly recently, but not sure. Like when I came back to London, I was just like, yo, I'm back. I'm going to, for the first time in a decade, I'm going to take clients in person who's in. And so did pretty well, but how are we recreating the outlier in that situation, you know?
Yeah, so I don't think it's recreating the outlier. I think it's recreating the scene. Because like even if you look at like the lighting in this scene, in this video, even in this video, like I think we should be like looking for like the lighting and the setting. So it's less about recreating the outlier.
Yeah.
The lighting and the scene and the physique, like you look fucking minty here. Whereas like if I look at, you know, some of, let's see, like let's look at one of the ones that's a little bit lower view count. Actually, the lighting here is pretty good too. So like for me, it's like you can't really recreate like this specific video, but I do think that like this natural style of talking to the camera is good. I think that we need to start figuring out different subject matters and different hooks that will actually draw people in the first 3 seconds of the video. So thinking about like controversial things that men don't like talking about. Have you started talking about the TRT stuff that we discussed?
Not yet, no.
So that would be a fucking interesting conversation to have on social media.
Yeah, indeed.
So like, because like I think this style suits you well. The natural, raw, organic talking to the camera style, I think suits you well. I actually like the pictures on screen as well.
Yeah.
I think this style suits you well. I think that having a conversation about the TRT stuff on social media is gonna fucking pop.
Cool.
So
Done.
yeah, I think that for me, for you guys, I still think do the trendy stuff, like this stuff. That's not the trendy stuff. The trendy stuff was the fucking, this is kind of the trendy stuff. I still think doing the trendy stuff is important, but I think for the talking content, I think keep leaning into the style, bro. I think that this talking style is going to fucking crush. And I think that you should start to try to have conversations about things that might be slightly controversial that your avatar would resonate with, that is in line with your brand, your message.
Got it. Okay. And
in terms of the course, what else have you done in the course? Have you guys done anything else other than content mastery?
Yeah, we did the sales, and we did the most recent one we were looking at was just like the DM scripts, because to be honest, like we did, I can't remember, like 14, 17, I can't remember what we did last month off the top of my head right now, but we did really well. And we're not even doing, don't kill me, but we're not even doing like, we're not even sending out like DMs at this point. We were just like creating content all day long kind of thing.
Hey, whatever, bro. You're still making money. You could double that if you start sending DMs. So let's go to the lead generation modules next as like the next course of action. It's going to give you a framework for how to start these conversations and book these sales calls. So leading into the talking content with more controversial stuff, and let's start going through the lead gen modules on the course.
Got it. And then two a day still, 2 posts a day. Should we ease that? Okay.
Now that you've got the fucking habit, I just wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
2 a day, every day. And here's what's going to happen. One of the videos is going to go, and then you're never going to want to stop.
Waiting, man. Waiting. All right, brother. Well, thank you very much.
We're making money along the way, bro. That's what matters.
You know it. Yeah. All right. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay, guys. Appreciate you. Talk soon. Bye, Brady. What's up, Corey? How you doing, big dog?
I'm doing pretty fucking great.
Pretty fucking great is a fucking great feeling. I love that for you. Tell us the
life's good. And I'm in a good community of people, so I like it here.
Love that for you.
Yeah. So some wins. Got my Christmas sprint going. That's going good. I'm giving away like a pair of Beats headphones, so people are fucking stoked on it. And then I also got like a sponsorship with Legions, so I'm just giving away 3 of those products as like secondary prizes to people who don't get the headphones, so that people feel like, oh, there's actually a chance I can win. And I feel like that's getting people hyped. They're doing really good in the Facebook group, but when it comes to like posting on their stories, because that's part of the challenge, is like, you know, getting them to post when they're in the gym, there's a little bit more hesitation, of course. So I'm trying to remind them in a hey, like, make this part of the challenge kind of thing without feeling like a fucking asshole about it. So if you have any suggestions on that.
Show other people doing it. So like, is there one person doing it?
There's a couple of people that have been doing it.
So anybody that does it, screenshot it, share it in the group and be like, yo, John, see you posting at the gym. Let's fucking go, big dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, fucking Kayla, see you posting at the gym, girl. I know you work with dudes. I just fucking saw the first name that came to me. You want to screenshot and you want to share it to your community so that your clients see that other people are doing it. Then you're like, just like, who else is doing their gym selfie? Like, show us a sweaty gym selfie. Don't be shy. And then just take one of yourself and be like, here's mine, you know?
And just reminding them to do that on their Instagram stories. Okay.
Tag me on your Instagram stories so you stay accountable.
Okay, sweet. I like it. And then I have a few people that are kind of up for resigns. I just had a talk with one of them, and I was honestly kind of surprised that she's like, I'm holding off for a few months because like her insurance, blah, 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 was gonna go through. So then now she has to pay for the GLP-1s that she was getting for free before. And so she's like, that's gonna be like $500 a month. And, giving me those excuses, but she's down like I think 40 pounds. She was on Ozempic before for a year before we worked together, didn't lose any weight. Now, when we've been working together, she's down like 40 pounds, and I think she's like feeling like it's the Monjaro that's been doing it more so than like what we've been doing. And I don't know. So I was trying to figure out if I just didn't frame things right with that conversation in terms of like painting that picture. But I really, she was talking about this trip that she's got planned. We're going to Europe. And I was like, okay, like really painting that vision of like her being down another 30, 40 pounds and being able to walk 5 miles without feeling like her knees are going to cave in. Cause I mean, she's also like pain free for the first time in her life. Like lots of things are going really well. And I think she's like built up these habits and she feels like she can kind of just do it on her own. And which, if that's the case, I'm happy for her, but she's still like got 100 pounds plus to lose. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out like if there's any way of like kind of salvaging that and getting her back. And then also for future conversations, if there's anything that I should be doing better to paint the picture to really resell them into the next phase for themselves.
Yep. So I'm going to preface this with, if I work with a client and I honestly feel like they've gotten all the value that they could possibly get from me, and I'm like, I don't really know if there's a lot more that I could teach them, then if a client wants to resign because they love me and they want to stay in the program, sweet. But if I'm like, I honestly feel like you're like crushing it and I don't really know if the program would be valuable for you, then like, I'm not going to like attempt to resign them. So I want to preface that with this so that when people listen to the podcast, I'm not like fucking trying to like twist people's arm to fucking stay with me. But like in this instance, when somebody has 100+ pounds to lose still, and I know that I can be of service to them, then it's my responsibility to, walk them through the sales process. So walking them through the sales process, if I had this client, the conversation on the call with him, like, okay, so like walk me through what the weight loss transformation's been over the last 6 months. Da, 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 da. And so like you mentioned that you did Ozempic for like a year. Tell me about that. How much did you spend on the Ozempic? Oh, you spent about fucking $6,000. That's crazy on the Ozempic. Damn. And you mentioned that you didn't lose a single pound when you're on Ozempic, like you didn't lose the weight. And then you had to eventually like invest in a fitness coach, obviously. And like investing in the fitness coach, you've obviously invested in me. Now you're down 40 pounds. Okay, perfect. Was the investment worth it? Do you feel confident? Like, do you feel happy that you made that decision? All right. So like you were down 40 pounds. We've got another 60 to go, before we feel like 100%. And like, this is where a lot of people tend to fall off track because a lot of people lose the weight and they're like, I'm good now. I'm good. But like, if we think about Corey, how long have you been struggling with your weight? How many years has it been? 7? Okay, so you took you 7 years to get out of shape. How long do you think it's going to take you to get in shape and keep the habits that last you for life? Probably a year or 2, right? Okay, cool. So like what I'd like to do is I'd like to work with you for like the next 6 months. Obviously, you've crushed in the program so far. You invested, $1,200 in me and that caused you to be down 40 pounds, which I'm super excited about. So what I'd love to do is continue to work with you for the next 6 months and help you lose another 40 pounds. It's way better than Ozempic, way cheaper than Ozempic, and it's going to guarantee that, it's going to get you to where you want to be. So because you are my client, I'm going to give you a loyalty rate. For the last 16 weeks, you paid XYZ. For the loyalty rate, I'm going to give it to you for XYZ.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
How much of that did you do and not do?
What
were you missing?
Yeah, I mean, the way that I kind of framed it was like talking about what she's been doing, what she's been like, talking about her experience, talking about what's been working for her, seeing what's like anything that's been kind of not working for her, and like talking about any obstacles that I think are potentially going to be coming up.
Everybody write this down. Renewal calls equals remind them of past pain.
Right. Yeah. So I think that I wasn't doing too much was reminding them of the past pain. She also had like started taking creatine, and then I think that got her bloated for like a week or 2. And that was like right before this call. So she was like, I gained weight and now things aren't working. And she's like off the Monjaro. And then she was just kind of like a little all over the place this like past few weeks. And I feel like her progress, like right before we got on the call, she was doing really good. And then she kind of like had a little spike from a few different things. And so I think she's just like, oh, this isn't working for me anymore, maybe in the back of her mind. But so I didn't remind her of the past pain. I didn't remind her of like what's going to happen if she goes back to old habits. I didn't remind her of like, how much it hurt for her to be able to like not be able to make it up and down the stairs, or to be able to go for a walk for less than a mile. And now she's walking like over 2 miles. We were only kind of talking about like the good things So
yeah. So when you talk about the good things, it's like she doesn't need you.
yeah, I think
There's
that's
two things you do in renewal calls. Thing number one is remind them of the past pain so they can be reminded of how far they've come, which is important. And then the second thing is talk about the future and what we're going to achieve together based on how far we've come. So like I know for a fact, Sarah, we've already dropped 40 pounds. I know for a fact we can drop another 40 because I already proved to you that we can do it once. So let's do it again. And I know that might be hard for you to think about because it's been a long time since you've been at that weight, but I'm 100% confident we can get you there. So let's do that.
Sick. Okay, sweet. That's super helpful. Thank you. And then I have a neighbor who I've like taken her to the gym a few times, and she's like, she wants to get into fitness, and I'm kind of trying to, like, her boyfriend wants to pay for her program, and he's been like messaging me like, oh, like what's your typical rate? And like I'm trying to figure out how that would even look if she wants to do in person or if she wants to do in person hybrid. And like, because I don't really do much in person, not really trying to, but I would for her because like she watches my cat and she's cool. But I also want to make sure that it's worth my time, that she's going to value it and not feel like she's doing me a favor to like hire me, because it's like I'm kind of going out of my way to do all of that. And so I'm trying to figure out like what a good like rate would be to, because she was saying maybe like going once every 4 days, so that's like 6 to 8 times a month going to the gym with someone, which sounds like fucking lot.
I wouldn't do it for anything any less than $150 an hour.
Okay.
It's like you could make that money, like you could go on a sales call and you could close $1,000 paid in full
Easily, yeah.
in an hour.
Yeah, 2,500 paid in full. Yeah.
Oh my bad.
I mean, like could be like,
I wouldn't do it for anything. I just wouldn't do it. Like that's just like I just wouldn't do it. But
yeah, I mean, like part of me wants to, because like I see, like I think there's two reasons. One, I had an old neighbor and I watched both of them get really out of shape to the point where he got hospitalized and it got really bad. And I knew that like if I had like talked to them and I had helped them, that I could have prevented that. And I don't want to see that for these people. And I see both of their habits and it's pretty unhealthy. And she's like talking about how she wants to get into the gym and she wants to do these things, but she doesn't really. So I want to be there for her. And she also watches my cat. So like,
I wouldn't do it for any less than $150 an hour.
Okay. So I guess I'll figure out what that would look like in terms of hybrid between
$800 to $1,000 a month off the top of my head.
Okay, thanks. Just having a number just makes it easier. And then I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna keep posting twice a day because I've been doing that consistently. I got my series going, which is building up a lot of cred within my community. And like anytime I have conversation with people, I don't feel like I'm pulling teeth. I feel like they're all like, oh my gosh, thank you for posting this stuff. It's super helpful. Now when I go to the gym, I don't feel scared. I feel like, you're making me feel safe and making me feel like I can more confident to do these things. So like makes the conversations go so much easier. And so I'm just super hyped on that. And I've just been posting my like random shit when I don't have things filmed to get my seconding. I'm just like, I'm talking to the fucking camera right now. I'm talking about like post that shit because we're gonna see what happens. And some of those have been like, I did one randomly. I was like, what am I gonna talk about? I'm gonna talk about my fucking cat experience. And then that shit hit like 20K views and brought in a bunch of people. So it's like, again, I'm saying this because like it's something you guys always tell us is like, just fucking do it, just do it, just do it. And like deciding to do it, and this challenge that you guys have set out of doing twice a day has really pushed me to like not have it be an option.
Mm-hmm.
And like once I decided to not let it be an option, it's like forcing me to be like, okay, well, it's fucking 10 o'clock at night, so I got to post 2 things. I got to edit this thing, and then I got to fucking film this thing, and I got to edit this. Don't do that shit again tomorrow, Corey. But get it done. And so I'm really liking having that parameter of like, this is not a negotiable thing. I have that. And then I'm also doing 15 minutes of abs every day until I hit 15K because I didn't hit it for fucking November. And that's my fucking punishment. And it's a terrible fucking 15-minute ab video that I wouldn't recommend anyone doing. But so we're powering through it and feeling stronger every fucking day, and super grateful for you. Yeah.
Love you, bro. Proud of you. Peace. It's fucking cutie, eh? Come a long way since the event where he was going. Blah, 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 blah. How many of you guys were there? How many of you guys saw Corey pop off? Raise your hand if you saw Corey pop off. Oh, you guys weren't there? Chris saw it. Chris is a G. Chris is an OG. I saw Corey pop off. I was in the room, bruh. What's up, Chris?
There we go. How's it fucking going?
Best day of my life, King. How you doing?
Damn right. You took the words out of my mouth. So yeah, dude, we're moving and grooving, bro. After hitting 25.2K last month, it's like, holy shit, the most people I've ever had to onboard and do check-ins for, and it's the best problems to have because we're rich. Well, we're getting there. But like biggest thing now is I really started to just dial in retention. That was like the biggest talk I had with Samantha Mills and everything was like back end retention has to be better than ever because it never really dips below 90 to like hell the past 4 months. I've been at 97% retention. Like it's like maybe one person here or there. So I've implemented like a group chat in Trainerize and then like a resources group in there to where every single resource I've ever built they can just go in and like they have 24/7 access to it. So anybody who's added, they get a fucking wealth of knowledge immediately. Biggest thing now is like the onboarding flow with that. I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are. Is like the way that I normally do it, on the call, like you said earlier, I get the payment, I walk through the program agreement, we walk through next steps, I send them their questionnaire and waiver because I don't want them to fucking sit there and do that shit on the phone because that'll take forever. Once they send that back to me, I onboard them and throw them into the app immediately. So with that, they don't have their program yet, but should I still throw them like into the client community so they have like they automatically get that warm welcome before they even get their program?
I also would, yes, that's a good idea. You also need to preface that with them and let them know like, hey, as soon as you get me back your questionnaire, I'm going to add you into the community. I won't have your program built out because I'm going to be customizing it. So it's going to take me at least, 3 to 7 days to fully customize the program, but I'm going to get you added into the community. So at least you can meet some of the other members and you're going to feel a warm welcome and you're going to see why so many clients stick around for a long period of time because everybody's going to welcome you with open arms.
For sure. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like tested that with the last few people and it's like they fucking love it. I guess side note to that is that resources group. Should I throw them straight in? Because that's like a fucking overwhelming thing for someone who's brand new, I feel like.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, it's you don't want to give them a bunch of shit where they're like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
That would be something that I would clearly articulate to them, after you onboard. Like, oh, by the way, so I'd give them their program and I would almost like, if in my opinion, I would almost like hold back on giving them a fuckload of resources until, they're done their first week in the program. Because the goal is to get them to do the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and actually just commit to the program. And to do that, we want to remove as many distractions as possible. So like, it's like giving them a very targeted laser focus so that they know exactly what to focus on is extremely important.
Yeah, like I had 2 different courses of like trains of thought with it. It was like number 1, all these women coming to me and they're like, I need fucking recipe ideas that my kids are gonna love that are also gonna help me stay on track, which I'm like, that's in the resources group 100%.
Yeah.
But then the other side is like you're saying, like it was the only thing, dude. It's like we're trying to perfect these the system because I know once January hits, I mean, I'll see you in the fucking MDM, bro, very fucking soon.
Happy
We're
to
gonna
hear
get
that.
there.
Could you do like a quick little Loom video of how you set up that resources group? Rocky's asking. I think it's really intelligent how you did that.
Yeah. Dude, can I just it's like a 10-second thing. So
Good.
like how you have the group chat option in Trainerize. I literally just made a group chat to where nobody else can post, only me. It's like a one-way group chat. I named it resources, gave it a cute little fucking emoji that women like. And then every single resource that I freaking build, I put it in there. I type out, we'll say like holiday treats recipe pack. I drop the link and then that just lives in there forever. And then as
so
soon
they
as
just
somebody comes in.
So open up the group chat, they just fucking boom, and it just takes them to the resource, takes them to the PDF.
Yeah, it's like a Google Drive link that they can just go in there and download at any time.
You're a
So
smart cookie, brother. I like that.
hey, dude, I found fucking what Janelle was doing, and it's like, dude, success leaves clues. I heard she did something very similar. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna get rich now. Thanks.
That's brilliant. I love that.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Love you long time. Talk to you soon, brother. Peace. Yo, Richard, what's going on, big dog?
Yo, Brian, how are you?
I'm doing amazing, bro. Tell me some wins.
All clients are doing amazing during December, which is really great feeling. Everybody's losing weight and nobody didn't have problem with their progress until now. We will see these last couple of weeks how it will go, but for now it's really good.
We love that.
So my question for you today, I get one opportunity, which I don't know if it's good or it's not. So my question to you is, should I take that opportunity or not wasting my time with that? My friend runs one company which gives some exclusive discounted offers to employees of several major companies here in my country. And thousands of people are using those offers on daily basis, monthly basis. And now I have opportunity to create my offer and he will put it on his website for free. I don't need to give him anything because he's my really good friend. He will put it for free, but I need to make some offer for people in PDF format. So I don't know what kind of offer should I make? Should I even do that? What's your opinion on that?
So it's kind of like So in Canada, we have something that's like a Groupon.
Yeah,
or like,
something like that. Something like
okay,
that.
understood. And so like, are you going to be selling something or are you giving something away for free?
I should make my offer that is like discounted. I am selling, but I'm giving some discount on my original offer.
Okay. Now, are you able to give something away for free and then on the back end of a discount, or is it just like it's just like a coupon for a discount? Like, how does it work? Is it like a coupon? Is it like what? Like, is it a website? Like what? Like what does it look like?
It's a website where they see my offer, and if they're interested, I can put my like barcode for my Instagram or my phone number or my email. They can contact me. It's not that I need to have like some product already ready for them to buy.
Here's what I would do. Here's what I would do if I were you. I would give out a free meal plan.
Okay.
So I would give out a free meal plan based on their macros. So like you can just have a meal plan that's based on macros that's like already pre-done. And then you could just adjust the macros per person. And then anybody that sends you a DM is like, contact me for a free meal plan based on your macros. And then also in the offer, you could put like, and if you are interested in custom coaching, we do offer 20% off. So like now they have a very specific reason to contact you because they're going to get a meal plan for the macros, which like you could pre-build the meal plan with macros in MyFitnessPal, and then you could adjust the macros based on everybody that comes in, and you just screenshot, like you just add fucking 50 grams of rice, screenshot it, send it to them. That's their meal plan. Bam, done. And then you could have a 20% discount on your offer. That's what I would do.
Okay. This sounds amazing because my first idea is to go with some low ticket offer to get them in my app. But I think I will be overloaded with people if I give them something really, really cheap, and I don't know if I will be able to then upgrade them to my high ticket. This is why I wanted to ask you, but this is really amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
It's easy because like people will contact you for the free meal plan. It's easy. I'll put a picture of a delicious meal plan on there and then a client transformation photo. Like get results like this, and it would be like a client transformation photo, free meal plan. Contact me for a free meal plan, and like at the bottom, also we are offering 20% off for anybody that gets a free meal plan.
Nice. Thank you very much. This is amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Talk to you soon. Peace out. My brain's got the ideas, boys. Brain's got the ideas, you know? Danae, what's up? Don't die. Please
What's
don't die.
going on? Let's go. All
you
right.
doing?
So I'm good. Some wins are that last month during the Clients for Christmas call, I told you that it was going to be a record month for me, and it was. So I hit 7.3K last month. So super excited about that. And so with that being said, during the coaching call with Janelle, something that I asked her was about the length of my sales calls. So right now, they're about an hour and a half. And so she mentioned that if my calls are taking that long, that means I'm not doing a good job in the DMs getting the information. So my question for you is, if I'm following the PT Dom script, how do you suggest me condensing that time frame from an hour and a half to 30 to 45 minutes while still making sure I'm getting deep in the person's pain?
Great question. So there's a thing I like to call Parkinson's Law. And Parkinson's Law states that the work that we do fills the time that we allot to it. And so it's a lot simpler than you think. And when I tell you, you're going to think it's stupid. But a lot of the things I tell you they seem stupid when we do them, and then we do them and they're like, oh shit. I also like, before I give this a piece of advice, can we all just say yay, Danae, in the chat? All right. So Danae, just a quick little backstory on Danae. Danae signed up for mine and Cole's mindset coaching program when we were running it. And Danae was making, I think it was like $1,000 to $2,000 a month. And it was $5,000 for the mindset coaching program. And typically speaking, we only really work with people in the mindset coaching program when they're making $10,000 to $20,000 a month, because, it's a fucking $5,000 when you're making $1,000 to $2,000 a month. It's a big fucking investment. But Danae did it. And now Danae, it's been 9 months since the mindset coaching program expired. And Danae is fucking doing $7,000 to $8,000 a month. So Danae, I'm super fucking proud of you. And it's really cool to see you grow into the woman that you become over the last year. So yay, Danae. All right.
Thank
Yay,
you.
Danae.
I appreciate that.
Okay. So simple fix. Okay. Next time you're on a sales call, do you do your calls on phone or Zoom?
Zoom.
Okay. Zoom. So what you're going to do is you're going to just set a timer, and you're going to consciously try to finish in under an hour. That's all you're going to do. Just set a timer and just have this timer sitting right here off to the side. So maybe it's not super distracting. You're going to give yourself an hour. You're just going to be cognizant of how much time you're on the call. That one move by itself will help you shorten your sales calls. And that is how I shorten my sales calls. I just became cognizant of the time. Because it's like you're following the process, you're obviously closing the deal, but I'm assuming that you're probably like maybe over explaining something, or, you're like going off on a tangent sometimes, where if you're conscious of the time, you won't do that. So the simple solution to a complex problem is just to set a timer and try to finish in under an hour. I guarantee you can do it. And then once you can do it in under an hour, then challenge yourself. Be like, okay, I'm going to do it in under 50 minutes now.
All right.
And
So the first goal is an hour. Okay.
First goal is an hour. First goal is an
All
hour.
right. And then I know you just gave me a shout out, but my mindset is F right now. All right. So
All right.
I just came off of this, high month. And so this month I've closed one client so far out of 5 sales calls. Right. So 0 for 4 in the last 4. So that I'm not speaking it into existence, but that has caused me to question if I'm going to hit the income goal that I have for myself this month. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing in terms of trying to get back on track. I did post in the group to try and get some role play partners. So I'm going to put myself out here right now.
Who
Who's
wants to
ready to
role
role
play?
play?
Who wants to role play? Who wants to role play with
Let's
Danae?
go.
Who wants to
Come
make
on.
some fucking money? Type it in the chat if you want to make some money. I know that there's some money makers on the call. I know Corey wants to make some fucking money. I feel like fucking Jai wants to make some money. I feel like Justin wants to make some money, Who wants to make some fucking money? There we go. All right. We down.
All right. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. I'm going to hit
Fun.
y'all up. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm booking some role plays. Okay. And then what I'm committing to this week is every morning after my morning routine, I'm going to take 10 to 15 minutes to run through the script and the objections that I've been getting the most and making sure that better prepared for when those come up.
Agreed.
So any other things that you would add?
Yeah. So you record your calls on Zoom, right?
I do.
Do you have, you've got the calls that you've won on Zoom?
I do.
I want you to make a list of the calls that you've won, and I want you to rewatch those calls. Watch yourself closing deals. Watch yourself collecting cash. Watch yourself closing. Get yourself back in that mind frame. That's one thing. Another thing you can and should do, and this is for everybody. If you get on a sales call that you don't close, I want you to spend 10 minutes after the call reflecting and asking yourself this question. If I could do that call again, what would I do differently? And I want you to think about it in your head and just write it out. Like I know for a fact, as soon as they told me that they were like shopping around for other fitness coaches, I fucking fumbled the bag. And so if I could do that call again differently, here's what I would do in that scenario. And then you just practice what you would do in that scenario in your head and you write it out. And then you book a role play to practice that specific thing. So like and here's the good news. You just had 4 no's. So that just means you're one step closer to it. Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, Danae. Thanks for being my client. You're a G. I'm proud of you. And just so you know, I set a timer. We've been talking for 3 minutes and 26 seconds. What's up, Stevie? Tell me some wins.
I actually mostly just have those for you. So I wanted to read this to you. This is my notebook from the event. And it says commitment. 2 times 5K months by December. I did 5, 5, 10, 18.6.
Oh, shit.
And the next one was upgrade to 10K by 2026. Hi, here I am. And then my questions I was going to ask are answered by the other 2 commitments that I'm still working on. And that is bulletproof calendar, which I will tell you has gotten 50% to 75% better, but I need to dial it in and start fucking actually using Google Calendars with the system I have on my whiteboard. And then done with all current training by November. Wah, wah. I just need to get in the modules and unfuck my content because I don't think that people trust me. And that's why I'm not doing well in DMs.
All right. All right. So how can I be of service? Everybody say yay, Stevie, in the chat box before we do. Yay, Stevie. Same thing. Came to the Elite Mastermind. Business wasn't crushing. So to hear you making $18,000 a month now. Boom. By the way, this is just a shameless plug, and I don't give a fuck because it's going to be fucking sick. The next Elite Mastermind is coming next year. Okay. It's in March. If you don't know what the Elite Mastermind is, let me articulate it. All right. It's literally a 3-day experience where you stay in a mansion with a bunch of other online fitness coaches in PT domination. And Cole and I do 2 days of coaching with me and Cole directly. We haven't chosen the exact dates, but I'm letting you guys know it is coming and it is launching soon. And we stay fucking tuned. All right. It's fucking sick. I don't know when the tickets are dropping, but I know that me and Cole are talking about it. Sorry. I just wanted to shameless plug that. But Stevie came to the mansion and she wasn't making a lot of money. Now she's making $18,000 a month. Yay, Stevie. How can I be of service?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So my biggest bottleneck right now is booking calls. I'm just not booking the amount of calls that I need to be booking. And we've talked about this, like my DM opener is better. I'm getting a better response rate, but I'm not able to get people far enough in the conversation to even ask them if they want to book a call. I think in November with strangers, I only booked 2 calls with strangers. Everyone else was somebody I've known in my past. So I'm just like still having trouble connecting with people who haven't known me in some. What was that?
What's your Instagram?
Do you want me to drop it in here? It's at Stevie Squats Gracefully.
That's a funny name. I like that name.
It was just my personal one. I just changed it to my business one. So
All right. Let's see if I book a call with Stevie.
I was talking to a woman this week who said, I've cleaned up my diet, I'm eating better than ever, and my digestion is still a mess.
I know grief can be hard, and the holidays aren't always super friendly to that part of us that needs to be sad. Welcome to Things That Took Me 40 Years to Learn, part 35. I set up a little bit of Christmas stuff. I wasn't going to do this year, and
Oh, you're going to work out? What are you going to do today?
I'm going to Orange Theory.
Nice! You're going to spend 60 minutes in the shit zone.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
The shit zone is that intensity where you're working really hard, but not in a way your metabolism can adapt. You're breathless, you're sweating, you're pushing the pace, but it's not easy enough to build real endurance and not intense enough to build real fitness. It just drains your energy and keeps you stuck. So what does work? Zone 2 for building endurance and fat loss, strength training.
I think this video actually has the potential to go viral. This is my favorite video I've seen from you. Okay.
I'm going to Orange Theory.
Nice! You're gonna spend 60 minutes in the shit zone.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
So this, good hook. Okay. Good hook. That was a good hook. I like the opening.
The shit zone is that intensity where you're working really hard.
I think you should have been in this moment, this motion right here. I think you should have cut out the last little bit of fluff. I think you should have cut to right here. The shit zone is where you're doing a ton of activity like this,
but not in a way your metabolism can.
So it should have gone from hook to this, okay? So we cut out the part where you like did this stuff in the house.
Adapt. You're breathless, you're sweating, you're pushing the pace, but it's not easy enough to build real endurance and not intense enough to build real fitness. It just drains your.
Should have cut this part out right here. This part is like an over explanation of the same thing. So this part gets cut out.
Energy and keeps you stuck. So what does work? Zone 2 for.
So this is where the next part of the video should have gone. Because all of a sudden the next part of it's just, then it stays highly engaging the whole time. Right. So I want to cut out all the parts that are not engaging. So like if I cut out all the parts that are not engaging, this becomes an interesting video.
For building endurance and fat loss, strength training for muscle and longevity, and true short bursts of intensity for heart health, instead of hovering in that miserable middle. If your workout feels hard, but you're not seeing any change, you're probably living in the shit zone. If that's you, watch this again so you can get out of it. And if you're sick of putting in the effort without seeing results, drop me a follow. Oh, you're going.
So like, again, I think this video has the potential. I think you should lean into this. I like this style. I think it's cool. So I like the style.
Oh, you're going to work out?
I also like I want everyone to write this in the chat box because this is a fucking key. I don't know if Stevie caught onto it from my content, but it's important. Visuals on screen, you know. If you guys go to my content, I would say that the amount of visuals that I'm putting on screen for my content is significant. Visuals on screen. Look at that view count. Visuals on screen. Visuals on screen, you know, try to put visuals on screen as much as I possibly can. Visuals on screen, you know, I Stevie. So like you're doing that naturally. Visuals on screen. And I'm trying to visuals on screen, you know, always trying to put visuals on screen. Almost like I would say almost any video that I do, I'm trying to put visuals on screen. So again, you're doing it naturally. So I think that's good. This ends up being visuals on screen because I'm giving people an opportunity to basically like follow along and show people what to do, blah, blah, blah. So this visual on screen is a good fucking format. You should definitely do that more. I think that if you cut out the fluff, these videos start to perform better. I'm just going to take a look at some of your other pieces of content because your content's getting better, Stevie. That's the good news. Let's go. You can on me now. I just didn't want you to criticize yourself while I was giving you awesome feedback. When I say awesome, the reason I'm giving you awesome feedback is because your content's getting better. So like I wanted to give you your flowers before you clap at yourself. Okay?
Crazy chest and neck pain. The more you think about what you want, the more likely I think you are to find it. I woke up at 6 a.m. for 37 days in a row, and today I broke my streak. I woke up in the middle of the night with
series. Keep the series going. I think it's cool.
2 foods you should never eat for fat.
Can't read. Well, I have no idea what the fuck that says. So I have no fucking clue. Like I feel like I'm autistic when I read that. I'm like, there's no way I can read that.
Fat loss.
Anything you're allergic to or literally cannot tolerate.
Everything else is on the table. Ultra processed foods, sure, they aren't evil, but they are more calorie dense, leaving you less satisfied.
So lighting, we need to talk about lighting because like this lighting is like does not look good. Where if you look at like somebody like we'll go to Courtney Smith. I just want to show you lighting. I just want to show you the lighting in this video. Look at the lighting. Lighting is very well lit. The food is very easy to see. Like the lighting like matters a lot. Even if you think about like this video right here, lighting, lack of a better term, not fucking good. So like this video right here, if you had like a ring light in front of you and it's very easy to see, very easy to understand, I think this video performs better. So it's like this is my favorite piece of content that I've seen on your page. Series, keep doing the series. But like, I think your content gets better if you start, you know, giving the proper lighting. Where was this? I think this, I can't fucking read this at all. So this honestly is probably a good hook for the video. Like, so if the next video that I do, I would have all these foods on the table. I'd be like, all of this is good for you, you know? And that's the opening hook because there's so much to pay attention to. There's so much that I can focus on. So do this video again, but do it with better lighting. And I bet you this video performs better.
Perfect. Yeah, my new house has better lighting, like just naturally. So that's helpful as well. And there's a lighting module in Content Mastery, right?
Sure is.
Do that this week.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome, Stevie. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Oh, so would you book a call with me?
I would not book a call with you, but I will soon.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Bye.
I will soon. What's up, Carolina?
Hey, Brian, I hope there's not too much noise because I'm in the airport.
Oh, you're good. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, perfect. How are you?
I'm amazing. Tell me some wins.
Wins. November was record-breaking month with 14K, and I got my first viral-ish video at 53K views so far.
Boom! We love that.
Yeah, it's going well. So my question is, I think it was like 1 month, month and a half ago, in one of the Friday Q&As, I asked you about the content regarding my free resources, and I've already implemented some of the things you're telling me, but it's still not hitting. So I wonder what could I be doing better?
With content with the free resources.
Yeah.
Carolina.
This morning I posted one, so it's going to be the second one there because it was my first one of today. I've been not consistent-ish with the 2 times a day, so that's good.
Which one is it?
Wait, because I cannot see your screen. It's one of the holiday. Wait, my Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not enough people watching through to the end to be able to get the resource. What's this?
Because I also put in the caption as you told me, kind of like comment to get blah, blah, blah.
Yep. What kind of content gets the most engagement on your page?
Yeah, connection posts always, like they get, of course, a lot of engagement. The reaction ones have been doing well, at least for like views and push, because of course we want to see kind of like my reaction to whatever video it is, so they watch for more than the 3 seconds. Gym stuff has also been doing relatively okay lately.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to take one of your connection pieces of content, because do you have like a fitness transformation that you've gone through that, you know, that helped you stay on? Like, do you have a fitness transformation you've gone through that women would be inspired by?
Yeah, I've tried to use it as a hook for some of like the gym videos because Samantha suggested that 2 months ago.
Yeah. So this would be an example. So like, let's say for you, you could, so like, here's what I would do is I would attach a resource to a piece of content you know is going to perform well. So like a connection piece of content. So like, let's go to like November last year, I looked in the mirror, blah, blah, blah. I gave myself an excuse, blah, blah, blah. I was honestly embarrassed, blah, blah, blah. So I decided to change. I locked in. I just made the decision. Now I'm hitting PRs and I'm the happiest I've ever been. I just launched a free holiday guide where I'm going to teach you exactly how to lose 5 to 15 pounds during the holidays, despite what season you're in. If you want it, comment guide and I'll send it over. So you like tell a story, right? You tell a story, you get women bought into like an emotional story, and then you attach a fucking CTA in the actual post. Cause it's like in order for any call to action to do well, the reel has to perform well. It has to do well as a post. And if the post doesn't do well, people aren't going to respond to it. So if we know what type of content performs well, then what I want to do is I want to attach a CTA to a piece of content that I know is going to perform well.
Okay.
That's the next step.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Hope you have the best day ever. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, that's a wrap. I just want to say, Stevie, your content's getting better. I'm proud of you. Chris, you're a fucking G. Danae, what's up? I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for being my clients. I hope everyone has the best day of their entire lives. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week on Podchats. Deuces. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.